All right, Numbers chapter 24. And the Balaam saw that it pleased the Lord to bless Israel. He went not as at other times to seek for enchantment, but he set his face toward the wilderness. And Balaam lifted up his eyes, and he saw Israel abiding in his tent according to their tribe. And the Spirit of God came upon him, and he took up his parable and said to Balaam, the son of Beor, health, said that the man whose eyes are open had said, he had said, which heard the words of God, which saw the vision of the Almighty falling into the trace, but having his eyes open. How goodly are thy tents, O Jacob, and thy tabernacle, O Israel, as the valleys are they spread forth as gardens by the river side, as the trees of the lightning aloes which the Lord had planted, and the cedar trees beside the water. How godly are thy tent, O Jacob, and thy tabernacle, O Israel, as thy valleys are they spread forth as gardens by the river side, as the trees of lightning aloes which the Lord had planted, and the cedar trees beside the waters. He shall pour the water out of his bucket, and his seed shall be in many waters, and his king shall be higher than Agag, and his kingdom shall be exalted. God brought him forth out of Egypt. He had as it were the strength of an unicorn. He shall eat up the nation, his enemies, and shall break their bones and piece them through with his arrows. He crouched, he lay down as a lion, as a great lion, who shall stir him up. Based is he that beseech thee, and cursed is he that cursed thee. And Barak's anger was kindled against Balaam, and he smote his hands together. And Barak said unto Balaam, I call thee to curse my enemies, and behold, thou hast altogether based them these 3 times. Therefore now flee thou to thy place. I thought to promote thee unto great honor, but lo, to the Lord had kept thee back from honor. And Balaam said, and Barak spoke, I not also to thy messengers which thou sentest unto me, saying, if Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold, I cannot go beyond the commandment of the Lord to do either good or bad of mine own mind. But what the Lord said, that will I speak. And now behold, I go unto my people. Come to therefore, and I will advise thee what this people shall do to thy people in the latter days. And he took up his parable and said to Balaam, the son of Beor, hath said, and the man whose eyes are open had said, he had said, which heard the words of God, and know the knowledge of the Most High, which saw the vision of Almighty falling into a trance, but having his eyes open. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not now. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scripture shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Makkah, and destroy all the children of Seirah. And the Edom shall be position, sure also shall be position for the enemies, and the Israel shall do variety. Out of the Jacob shall come, he shall have determined, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. And when he looked on Amtrak, he looked up his parable, and said, Amrak was the first of the nation, but his letter ended shall be that he perished forever. And he looked on the continental, and took up the parable, and said, Strong is thy dwelling, peace, and thy putteth the nest in the rock. Nevertheless, the Kental shall be wasted until Ashmore shall carry thee away a captive. And he took up his parable, and said, Alas, who shall live when God doeth this? And shall come from the coast of Chum, and shall afflict Ashur, and shall afflict Ember, and he also shall perish forever. And Balaam rose up and went and returned to his place, and Barak also went his way,